welcome back to my channel. This is Akila James coming to you with another video. Today I want to talk to you about how to hit a forehand flat. You know, Slap City. How many times you hear people saying, oh, that's Slap City, when you see that forehand or that backhand just flat, no kind of anything, right? Just slapping, just the ball is just flat, it's just slapping. All balls are just taken up here. Even if the ball is low, they're taking that ball this way. So I want to teach you how to do it. First of all, actually tell you when to do it, because as you know, all shots should not be hit flat, but more importantly, that it is useful and you don't have to shy away from doing it just because it's not high percentage. Let's jump into this video. So I had my hat on backwards because I was thinking about my dad, because he used to wear his hat backwards back in the day, but I'm gonna turn this baby around. This is how I have to wear my hat. So let's go. Hitting a flat ball is always risky because usually if this is the net, it only hits this part of the net. It doesn't really have any clearance, which obviously is not good for high percentage tennis, because if you miss below the net or you miss out. And if you miss, most of the time you're just barely touching that net. So you really don't want to use this ball all the time. You just want to be able to use this sometimes. Most of the time when you're inside the court. Now, you can hit this ball deep or short. Just make sure you're inside that baseline. Even though I'm telling you that this is low percentage tennis, can you tell me if this is low percentage tennis in the comment section and why this is considered to be low percentage tennis? I'm waiting. Now, I do want to tell you, older players back in the day used to hit with a continental grip, so most of their balls used to be flat. That continental grip used to be just here. They'll just hold that racket from here, and that ball always used to be flat because the racket, the strings are basically facing the front. So now newer players, they play with semi-western, western grip, eastern grip. Well, there's all types of grips now that people use to play with. But I will say continental will give you the best option for hitting the ball flat at all times. But do you want to hit the ball flat at all times? That's your question. An answer that you give me, that's usually the right answer. So no, you don't. So yes, you're okay if you have a semi-western. Yes, you're okay if you have an eastern. Yes, you're okay if you have a semi-eastern. Yes, you're okay if you're under those lines, but you just got to figure out how to maneuver to make sure that the ball does what you want to do. Today, we're talking about a flat forehand. One of the first things that you need to know is that when you're hitting the forehand flat, you are making contact right behind the ball and you're coming across. So as you see when I show you, you're going to hit from behind the ball and then you're going to go across. So you go here and then here. So you're not coming up. So you're not doing from the bottom up. You're going from right behind that ball across. So remember that six-sided ball? So this is the ball. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're hitting right behind. You're hitting right from behind here all the time. And then you're going here and across. Here and across. If you're trying to brush up on the ball, that's not you hitting the ball flat. It should have little to no clearance, as I said. So that's number one. And number two, one would recommend that you do not hit the ball where? Low. So if the ball is coming low, you cannot, or you can hit the ball flat, but it's not wise because the ball will for sure go in the net. Because there's no kind of clearance. The ball is coming from here. This is your swing pattern right here. So make sure that you're trying not to hit flat balls on low balls. Usually if you have it shoulder length, you can hit down on the ball, or if you have it waist length, you can still hit down on the ball, down and across, right? Or behind and across. So usually don't try to hit flat balls on what? Low balls, okay? Low balls, short balls, make sure you probably hit a slice, make sure you probably go for an angle shot, or you hit a drop shot or something like that. But if you're trying to hit a flat shot when the ball is coming and last bounce is underneath the net, you'll be in big trouble. So not on low balls. Number three, a lot of common mistakes that you'll see is that when you want to hit the ball flat, you never turn your shoulders. You see people just move their hand like this. So you'll see them take the racket back. You know, they take the racket back, whether you take the racket back like this, whether you take the racket back like this, whether you take the racket back like this, doesn't matter. But you see that my shoulders are barely turned. I can't like go anywhere. So I'm like here, and I'm just like a straight thing right here. So that's not where you're gonna get. So you're not gonna get a good shot with that. You need to make sure that, remember, your two shoulders have to be facing in front. You turn your shoulders. Some people say coil. Some people say load and explode. So you turn your shoulders, right? And then you're able to open up flat. flatten out that ball. That is a big deal. You have to make sure your shoulders are turned so that you can get the ultimate power. Now, like I said, you want to make sure you're hitting these flat balls when you're kind of like inside of the court. Back in the day, they used to play a lot of flat balls, but guess what? They were inside of the baseline. Remember Sharapova? Remember Serena? They would be inside of the court. You're not trying to hit this shot 5 feet on the baseline. This is a great shot to use because you're on the offense and you're not going to be on the defense. Now, are you going to use this shot all the time? Probably not. But sometimes, yeah, it can help you. It helps me a lot. So definitely use this shot. Now, I want to take you to the wall so you can see how it's being done. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And for more videos, hit me up in the comment section. And remember, answer that first question I had for you. Bye!